Well, I would say don't dive in the deep end without a safety net. So maybe transition into it. So I would have like a part-time job or something as well at first, so that you've got money to pay bills. You don't want to end up in debt or hungry or homeless. So you want to be able to keep the wolf from the door somehow. You know, have a bit of a part-time job, and then as your sales grow and you can ease out of that and more into your painting. But don't just go, right, I'm going to become a full-time painter and jump straight in, because it can take a while to get known and build up your clientele and find your galleries or find your ways of selling. So you need to have a safety net, and also put a certain amount away, at least I would say 30% save as well for the lean times, because there's probably going to be times where you're not getting commissions, where you're not having any sales. You've still got to get by. So you need to put money away as savings as well. So you have to be quite financially savvy, I suppose. Yeah, and if you can work at home, like I don't know, for me, I know people who rent studios. I would never rent a studio. For me, renting is just dead money. So I used to paint in my dining room, and then I did save up and get a room built. But if you can work at home or find a spare room where you can work, so that you're not paying double the rent, especially if you're just beginning, don't go into debt, because interest is just dead money. Rent's just dead money. Try and find ways to be frugal, I suppose, with your money, because it's not, painting's not a regular income. It's either pouring or it's a drought, kind of. So you need to be prepared for both. So when it's pouring, make sure you put quite a bit of that aside, so that when the drought comes, you've got enough to rely on to keep you going. I think that's, it's kind of important to understand that, and not just fritter everything away. Be quite careful about how you go about it, I suppose. Yeah, so it's not just painting, it's about being a business person, and you have to learn about that as well, don't we? That's been quite difficult for me. It wasn't really in my nature to be a business person, but I've tried to learn as much as I can about that side of things. Yeah. And also I think having mentors is great. So, I've got a really good friend that I walk with, and she's been a great business advisor, and she runs a dolphin boat where they go out and take people swimming with wild dolphins. Wow. But she's got so many good business ideas. And she's just given me really good sound advice along the way. And, and I was talking to Tina Garrett came and visited me a couple of months ago. And she was telling us about her business, one of her clients who's helped her with advice about business. And, he owns a funeral parlor and a florist and a venue for functions, and he's given her advice. Now, so your mentors don't have to be other painters giving you business advice. They can be business people giving you business advice, because you are running a business. Even though we're artists and, we're really creative, to be living off our work, we are running a business. So, learn about that as well, and find people, seek out other business people that can give you advice about that side of things, I think. And they don't have to be painters.